given my sort of rather chaotic way of publishing, what would be your advice if someone came up to you and said, I've written my first short story, what should I do?
I would say it's worth, well, I haven't experienced the self-publishing side of things. And I'm always 20 years behind everyone and everything. So I know a lot of people are publishing on Substack and other online places that I have yet to discover. But so there's that route to look at. But I would say also just why not try to also go the traditional route? Send out your short story. I would say to my favorite thing is anthologies. I know there are also fantastic magazines and journals and wonderful places and online sites, but it's so much fun to be in an anthology and when you get your book and there's lots of other authors in it. So I would say just try and send your story to as many places as you can. Check because some of them say no simultaneous submissions, although then you end up waiting
Ah,
6 months and possibly getting rejected. But a lot of publishers don't mind simultaneous submissions. And there were, probably still are, various websites that publish open submissions calls. But there's things like Horror and Authors Publish, and I think there was one called Publishing and Other Forms of Insanity. And there are also groups on Facebook that if you just put open, see, this is how behind I am. I'm still on Facebook, and I think most people have moved on to a large degree.
I know that
But if
there's a huge community on Facebook still.
no, that's good because that's the only place I really function on virtually. But even if you put open submission calls or open horror markets or story markets in Facebook, there are groups where people very kindly post whenever they see that somebody's looking for a short story. So I think it's worth trying. And I think the most important thing to remember is that persevere, just don't be put off by anything, especially not by rejections, because my goodness, there are so many reasons why a story is rejected. It's very rarely because it's a bad story. There's things like, does it fit with a particular anthology and what the editor that has in mind? Is there already a similar story? Subjective taste is a really big one. I've actually been invited to submit a story to particular anthologies, and that story's then been rejected. And then it's been rejected by 10 other random places I sent it to. And then it goes to one anthology and they say, oh, wow, this is the best story you've ever written.